elements and so enveloping your elegant light blinds. Seen you for 1,000 lifetimes.
Good morning, everybody. Just making sure to get my Minos in today.
Every letter up and down to the better the elements and so enveloped in your elegant light blinds.
My new gallon water bottle.
Gotta feel it for certain.
Let's see, how do I get out here? Stop share. Here I am with my new gallon water bottle. Isn't that cool? It says, good morning. Hydrate yourself at 9 a.m. So just make sure that I get there. I think I'm ahead of time. I'm already 11. Remember your goal, but I think I forgot to fill it all the way. So I think it was only filled to here. So I'm good. Keep chugging. Feeling awesome. Don't give up. Almost finished. You did it. So it's like an affirmation. I'm like totally affirmed all day long as I drink water. I'm like, good job. Yay, my water bottle affirms me.
Yeah, I got to get one of those, the Elvira, right?
There's different ones. That one's the Autumn, but there is the Elvira too. I think that's the one that Brianna has. Is that the one you have?
It's like it's more vertical color.
Oh, can you post the link? I want one. Do they have it in purple or blue?
Oh yeah, they have it in every color. You can just do a search. If you do a search on Amazon for gallon water bottles, you'll find a bunch.
Awesome.
You'll find all different kinds.
Wait, it took forever to choose.
That's why it took me forever. Like I didn't order mine for like weeks because I was like, I can't decide. I finally decided on something that kind of goes with everything. Kind of neutral. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, it will go ahead. It's all right. Don't worry. It's just friends. You got to finish what you're doing. So Bria's making pineapple juice in the background. So proud of her. Oh, I forgot she weren't on video. Sorry. Here it is time. Say hi, Brianna.
Hello.
All right, it's Memorial Day. Now let me go ahead and make myself host so I can actually leave this meeting. There we go.
Say a second.
So, how's everybody doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Anybody have any special things they did this weekend? Or that they're still doing this weekend? Because it's still the weekend, technically.
I mean, I went on a really cool walk with my daughter, and I don't see her a lot because she's like going to school and nursing. And did I tell you she wants to join us in Centurion? It was so amazing. Like you called it.
She wants to be a brand partner?
We're working on that, but she's definitely going to try the core four. But I think there's more of a bonus if we make her a partner, right?
No.
No, it's about the same.
You don't want to go for bonuses because you make 20% off of customers and you only make 5% off of brand partners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, sure then. Yeah, she wants to try the program, and then maybe later on she could think about becoming a partner.
Yeah, it's actually against the law to try to make somebody a partner for bonuses just to like try to get money, because it's not necessarily because then they're buying something, they're technically buying something that they didn't agree to.
Oh, no, she actually wants to do it.
I'm not saying that about your daughter, but I want you guys to understand the policy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a reason why we don't just automatically make a person a distributor when they buy products, because it's against the law.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know that it would benefit her at some point, but she was thinking about it. But since she's on the fence, I think I just sign her on as a customer first.
Yeah. So I'm just telling everybody, I just want everyone to understand, like consciously a person has to decide they want to be a brand partner, and it hurts you if they're a brand partner and they don't sell. It hurts you because then you're only getting 5% of whatever they buy instead of 20. And so all people, you only want to make, that's why we have a qualifying conversation. I qualify them to decide whether or not they're ready to be a brand partner or not. And I don't make people a brand partner unless they're ready.
Okay, cool. I think that's something we can decide over time. She definitely wants to try the product, and she has a boyfriend. So I think if she tries it, he'll probably try it too. So I'm kind of excited because we went on a nice long walk, and it was we were vibing so well. And sometimes me and her tend to
Nice.
get a little argumentative and stuff. So
How
it
old is
was
she again?
really
30, 27?
she's 26, 20. I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't even know how old I am. I think she's 26, 27. I don't even pay attention anymore. I stopped counting after 40.
That's good. So
Time.
so let me ask you a question. How come she didn't get a connect call?
She's shy and she doesn't like that. And because she's done, okay, so, and this is what we talked about. She has a stigma with MLMs. She had family and friends that have signed her on to things like, where was that green one? Neutral Life and some other ones. So she thinks it's all about selling. She doesn't like the culture. And I told her our culture is really different. She's not going to get that. If anything, I'm going to be her mom. I'm going to be supporting her through the whole thing. And I mean, she's been struggling with her weight. She now got like recently diagnosed with sleep apnea, and the doctors were like plugging her with all these drugs. I finally, and they even were trying to give her like Wellbutrin or some kind of like depression medication. And I told her, please get off that, please. And finally she did get off it. So she's kind of like in the nursing field. So, you know, she kind of believes in that,
Got it.
that whole spin. Yeah.
Did you share with her Gleneth's video?
Yeah. Well, I added her to our group thing last night. She's in she's in our team group. So
Which
she
one?
did the one that we've been posting in. So
Yeah. Wait. Alchemy, you mean accountability thread?
no, not that one. The one I made for us, Team Transformation.
Oh, okay. But I'm being very specific. I'm talking about a process. Did she hear Gleneth's story?
Not yet. Can we, where is that, in boards?
So I want to teach you something. I want to
Yes.
teach something with family more than anybody. We care about our family the most, right?
Yeah.
The most important thing our family is we really want to move them through the process so that they get exposure so they can really understand the value, because it's cheating them if we don't.
Right.
So, did she already order?
No, we're not doing anything yet.
Okay,
I
good.
need her
Before
to.
she, so let me just continue.
Okay.
Before she buys, make sure she sees Gleneth's video.
Okay.
At
Where
least
can I find it?
you can't force her to watch it, but at least send her the link. Gleneth, can you put the link in the chat to your video?
Okay. Yes, please. Yeah, I've been trying to send her videos and she just.
Hold on a second. Gleneth is responding time. Gleneth, can you put that in the chat, or is that?
I'm not sure how to pull from multiple when I got this
Thank
open.
you.
So here's what you do, Gleneth. I can
My
barely
phone.
hear you. So Gleneth, just go to Facebook on your computer. Scroll down on your page and find the video and click the share button and then click copy link.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can paste it in the chat.
And it's
And Ty, you can send that link. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I'll put it, well, she went one step further. She's very kind
Hang
of.
on a second, Ty. So Gleneth is still trying to talk. What's that, Gleneth?
Oh, well, it's right on my page. It's right there prominent, but yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you got to learn how to send it though. If you don't know by now, let's teach you. So let's click the share button and then click the copy link.
Yeah, I do this on my phone usually, and the laptop's a whole different world. They work differently.
Got it. Well, you know what? This is a good time to learn. It's an opportunity to practice. You got this. You can do it. Okay, go ahead, Tyne.
Oh no, my daughter's always been a little mistrusting of people and she admits this. So she really takes her time. Like I can't even get her to watch a video, but I got her to add to our page, our group chat. So she's there now. So I got one step closer. I know she takes a long time to get to make a resolve or make a decision. And I understand why. It's, you know, so it's with her. I have to take my time with her a little bit.
I mean, it's your team thread, so it's up to you how you want to run it. But in general, we don't add prospects to a team thread where we're talking about like, get on this call and do this and giving people instructions. It's not really an appropriate place for prospects. I mean, your daughter is a prospect, even though she's your daughter. It's like she's somebody she's a potential client, And so that means she needs to be like, I think that'll be overwhelming for her to be like,
Oh,
hearing
okay.
all of us, like, here's a get on a connect call and can anybody do this? And I think that's the kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, honey. That's the kind of stuff that will typically turn people off, is like if they're
Okay.
hearing all the business stuff. And you just said she's got an allergy to MLM. So I don't necessarily think I don't know if that's the best idea for her to be in there.
Well, she was interested in it because she saw my enthusiasm, and that normally I don't like, even when I joined, I've done a few myself. I've never really been as engaged as I am now. And I can tell she's really engaging. And so and she does want, I just didn't know if it was better to take her on as a brand partner first, or because I would be training her, or to just have her as a client
Yeah.
first. I didn't know which one was better.
No, definitely it'll be overwhelming. I would definitely have her be a customer first.
Okay.
But let's move her through the steps. Let's practice duplication. Do you know what I mean by duplication? Have you heard that word yet?
I'm learning it now.
Okay, good. Yay, beautiful. So this business is a business of duplication.
Okay.
It means we have a system and we move everyone through the system methodically, from potential client to a customer, and then to brand partner. Or
Okay.
sometimes people jump right into brand partner. But either way, it's super important to duplicate. Now, let me explain duplication in general. So, I'm going to just mute you for a moment just because it's just for the recording. So here's what's important about duplication. In order for me to have 14,000 people under me, I train a system. I teach a system to my first line. They teach they teach the same system to their second line. Their system teaches their second line teaches the system to their third line. And then pretty soon now you've got trainers in your fifth line, you've got trainers in your sixth line. Now Purium teaches the system to me. I teach the system to you. You teach the system to the next people. Now, if you break the system, it makes it a lot harder to duplicate. It makes it a lot harder to become obsolete, because now people are doing it their own way, and then sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but we teach what works. And so this is a system of duplication. So the very first step, is to inspire people, right? Remember step one was inspire. So step one is step one was inquire, but you already did that. So the next three steps are inquire, right? And inquire is when you share stories. If you skip the step of sharing stories, you miss the opportunity to help a person overcome all their obstacles. It's the stories that help overcome obstacles. It's inspiration that helps people overcome obstacles. If somebody's not wanting to do something, they're not going to do it because you keep telling them, you should do this. This is good. Look what's in the apothecary juice. Look what's in the Superminos. You got to share stories. And there's several ways to do it, because some people are audio, right? Some people are visual learners, and some people are kinesthetic, and some people like written stuff. So you want to expose people to all of those. So by sending her a video of Gleneth, that's going to take care of audio and visual, right? That at least is audio. If you send her a before and after picture and then say like he got off his sleep apnea, or off his sleep machine, that's a picture, that's visual, his before and after picture. So now she'll have audio and visual. And then now we've got to cover, at least three more exposures, right? So you want at least one to three more stories. So then if you share one of those before and after pictures with a story, like from the boards, from like the Purium Boards app, now you've got a visual and you're reading. Now it's reading. Some people need reading. They need to read something. So you want to cover all the different areas, and that repetition is what helps them start to understand and overcome their own obstacles, their own blocks. Okay. So before enrolling her, practice with her, practice these steps with her and see what happens. Practice sending her Gleneth's story, practice sharing videos, practice, just keep giving her tools. She's going to choose which one she's going to look at, because she's got free will and she's human, right? So she's going to have her own thing. So just like take the time, and just because she's your family member, she's the most important. She's your daughter. So go ahead and practice moving her through these tools and just see which one takes. She may not look at all of them. She may look at one of them, but just see which one takes. So you can come off mute, hun.
Oh yeah, actually, that's what I've been doing since I started. So I showed her the before and after pictures. I gave her my own little testimonies about,
Nice.
because she knows I was a little bit depressed before for a while, and she saw me being uplifted. I've been like this like the
Yay.
whole entire time. Yeah, I've been kind of her
Awesome.
testimony because she's lived with me my whole life.
She's seeing
So
you.
she's seen the
That's why
bad.
she's interested.
Yeah, of course. So when she sees this and she sees it constant, she's like, oh, okay, mom's changing a little, and then, so I've showed her pictures of like our site, and I give her like some bit of exposure, and that's why I think that's why she's like willing to come on. Her biggest thing was she really had a thing about like a stigma about MLMs, and I was able to kind of get past that a little bit because I was like, this is not, you don't have to do anything. What you're doing is just trying the product and seeing how it works for you and continue it if it does, right? But I can probably promise you by the time you start, you're really going to like it,
Yeah. So does she know about this? I mean, is she on a sleep apnea machine yet?
Is she what?
She on a
Oh.
sleep apnea machine?
No, not yet. But she got like literally when I was doing this, that's when she got tested for it. Along with some other things. Like she has PCOS too. She has a lot of different types of conditions right now.
Okay, so listen up. Paul has the whole PCS story in the Core 4 nutrition group. Have you seen it? Have you looked up PCOS in there?
No, I think I was thinking about doing that for her too, because I know those things are like some of the things we have. We have so much.
Paul and her daughter both recovered from PCOS,
Okay.
doing the
Nice.
ULT plus some other things. And so you can tell your daughter, you can offer, say, Rachel, you can have a free consultation with Rachel. She's a regenerative health practitioner. She's helped 2 women recover from PCOS. You can tell her that.
Okay.
Offer her a coaching session, offer her a consultation, offer her help, give her that opportunity to meet someone.
Okay.
And then in the group, you can do a search for PCOS, and then you can find some stories, and you can either, if she's not in the group or she's not on Facebook, if she doesn't want to be in there, just take pictures, screenshots, send them to her, or invite her to the group. If you invite her to the group, what I love about inviting people to the group, it's like a magazine. It's like if you're on an airplane and there's a magazine in front of you, you just look, right? Because you got nowhere to go. And same thing like on the Core 4 nutrition group. If you add them to the Core 4 nutrition group and you show them one post, then they're going to start scrolling and seeing post after post after post. They're going to start seeing tons of stories. So the Core 4 nutrition group is our biggest tool. It's the most prominent, most powerful tool. Okay.
So Rachel,
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm on the story, and when I click share, there's quite a few options, and I tried at least one of them and it didn't work.
So in the upper right, there's 3 dots.
Yeah, that's what I
Click the 3 dots.
well, maybe I did. I thought.
I'm going to make you co-host so you can share your screen so I can see what you're looking at.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to mute you, Tyne, and I'm going to go to Glenneth, and I'm going to help him so that he can learn how to do this, and let's see if it works. So all you have to do, Glenneth, is you found the story, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
go ahead and share your screen, and let me see. You're a co-host now.
Oh. Remind me how I share screen.
Oh, at the bottom, it'll say there's a green share screen button.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
I don't see it. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so
Okay, so can you open up the whole window so that I can see everything really clearly? Can you click the green button at the top left?
what green button?
The green button that opens your window so it fills up the entire screen.
Well, then I can't.
It's on your browser. Like I can see your whole window. I just want you to fill it. I want you to just click.
But then I can't see multiple screens, which I have to do to pull from Facebook to the Zoom.
I'll teach you how. Go ahead and just click. Trust me. Click the green button.
I'm not even saying it now. It's
So
buried.
see where the Facebook logo is, the blue Facebook logo.
Oh, you're talking about on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
on Facebook.
All right.
Facebook. Where's the Facebook window? Okay, now click the green button above the, yeah, that one. Click that one.
So when I click, let
There.
me get
Thank
up
you.
there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let me see your screen. Now, click the 3 dots on the, right next to your name to the, yeah. Copy link. See that? Click
No,
it again.
I clicked that a second.
Now it says
I
copy
didn't
link.
see it.
Copy link.
All right. How weird. I didn't see that a couple seconds ago.
Okay, now,
clicked that.
now stay right there. Now listen to me. Now follow what I say, okay? So now you're gonna bring your mouse to the bottom of the screen so that you can see where it says Zoom, and you're gonna click the Zoom. You're gonna click Zoom. That's how you come back to Zoom. So click Zoom, that Zoom icon on the right. So go back down again. So it brings up your little menu.
I don't know which one's Zoom.
So the one, it's blue, and it's a blue square, and it's about halfway, a little bit to the right of the center. A little bit more.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Okay. Okay.
Now click that.
I did. Dang.
So now
Okay.
you can click stop share at the top. Just at the very top of your screen or at the bottom, there's going to be a red stop sharing button.
It's not coming forward.
Not there. Look on your look either lower than that or very above at the top. There'll be a green bar. It says you are. There's going to be a red.
You're trying to click the Zoom thing and it's not coming up.
No. Trust me, it's there. It's a little tiny. There's a little bar at the top of your screen or at the bottom of your screen, and there's a red button that says stop share. You just have to look for it.
Okay,
There,
stop sharing.
did it.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're back. Now you can click the Zoom button and you'll be back.
Boy, oh boy. Let me see. Where's the, now I can't find the chat button. Oh, it disappeared. There it is. All right.
Now I go ahead and paste that there.
I got it. I think there it is. Woohoo!
Good job. And of course now Shree's gone. I mean, not Shree. Now she's gone, but it was good practice. I wanted you to practice that. Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm a friend, but I can send her the link. Yeah, it's much
Now
easier.
now you know how.
Yeah, I usually navigate this stuff on my phone, so it's quite different on the laptop. That's when I'm on a Zoom, I'm on the laptop, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to translate these two different things because they're different protocols on the laptop.
Oh yeah, it's totally different. I know, but it's good that you learned both. So now you know. Those 3 dots, instead of the share button, you just click the 3 dots. Hi, Heather, welcome. Yay, happy Memorial Day. I don't know if that's like appropriate to say happy Memorial Day, but
I know. It's a kind of a
Brewery Memorial Day to you.
Yeah.
How's everyone in your house? How's everyone doing?
Oh, we're on the mend. Ember's conjunctivitis seems to be clearing up, and my sore throat is pretty much all the way gone. So this was like a really quick recovery. So I really think it has a lot to do with Purium. So thank you.
We call it the Purium flu or the Purium cold. When anyone said, we always call it the Purium whatever, the Purium sickness, because with Purium it lasts like 24 hours, you know, or like
Yeah.
it always shortens the time that you're sick. So that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for today? Hi, good morning.
Love you all.
Morning. So yeah, we've just been going over duplication and talking, answering questions and stuff. I'm curious, Heather, how you're doing, if you have any questions about anything.
Let's see. I did get an email from my guest who came on Saturday. Can I read it to you and maybe get some ideas how I should respond?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm keeping my video off because I just got a shower.
No worries. It's morning. It's Memorial Day, y'all. It's all casual.
Yeah. So hold on. Okay. So let me get this email up here. Okay. So she says, "Hi, Heather. I thought the call was fantastic. Brianna is a beautiful, very evolved being, and her story is
Yes.
incredible.
Did you hear that?
Some of the results people have received from the Purium protocol are amazing. I acknowledge you for becoming a Purium coach. If I had enough money, I would purchase the products. Unfortunately, my budget is very tight and I can't afford them. I have some questions. Number one, someone suggested to remove eggs from your diet. Why is that? I eat organic, pastured eggs. Does this make a difference? I've heard many different points of view about eggs. Number two, did someone say to not use cast iron pans? If not, why? I use one. Number three, what do they think about using organic virgin olive oil? Number four, what's bad about eating more than 1 to 2 tablespoons of nuts a day? Thank you very much, Heather. Love and blessings to you, Sunny.
Oh, these are great questions. Okay, so is this person open to medical medium? Are they aware?
Yeah, she might be. I actually did find a medical medium video about eggs, so I was going to send her that.
Mhm. Also, just if she's not into medical medium, she can just know this, that in cancer research, they use eggs to grow the cancer in order to study it. So eggs is the food for cancer, literally,
Right.
in studies.
Right. Yeah.
That's one kind of just
That's telling.
demonstration. It doesn't really say why, it just says it's a demonstration, but it's a food for all pathogens. It's an allergenic food. What is her issue?
I don't know. I was thinking I should definitely find out.
Offer
Yeah.
her a little coaching call, offer
Okay.
offer a consultation, and then a free consultation. So you're welcome to have a free consultation. And you can also let her know, like, there's other options. Just say, if the ULT is not going to work for you, there's other options. You can do there's other things you can do. That's just kind of like the main pack that people do for 90 days, but there's way more. There's a lot of flexibility in this. But just say, yeah. And then as far as all the other questions, just say, you can ask if you're open, want to have a little consultation, Rachel can answer all these questions for you. Tara Shay could actually answer them too at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we could definitely have a call with her, all of us.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, because I did listen to a little bit about your Melissa Hansen script that you guys discussed,
Yeah.
and you responded. You had to respond. If you can't afford it, there's other options. So
Exactly.
I'd love to explore. If she could just do one thing, that would help her. That would be a step, right?
And then quite often, to be honest, quite often when people get onto a consultation call, by the time they're done, they've figured out a way to afford it, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're just like, because it's really their own fear, their limitation. They don't realize that this can save them money. They don't know how it can save them money. They don't really understand that.
Right.
And then when they realize, it's like, oh, okay, I just need to get my grocery money up front. And then, and then I'll be saving money, and then that money will come right back to me. So for some people, it's a matter of saving
got
money.
Me.
That's
that's what happened to me, because I had it presented to me probably 2 or 3 times before. Nobody ever shared it with me the way you did about, the grocery and saving money. So
yeah, that's a really important piece. And so you could share with her, if you have saved money, you could share with her how much you've saved, if that's true, unless you're on food stamps.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are on food stamps, then they don't save money. It's, they have to figure out another way to do it.
Right.
It's still worth it,
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely have saved money.
Good. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show all of you guys a tool. All right. So check this out, you guys. I'm going to go to the Boards app, and I'm going to show you guys something where there's a lot of information. And this is like a coaching tool here. Everyone who's a health coach, I want you to all of your health coaches, but everyone, I want you to put on your health coaching cap, and I want you to see this folder right here. See where it says health consultations? Now it's at the very bottom, it's close to the bottom, and it's on the left side. It says health consultations. Y'all see that? See this folder right here? Okay, people went back on.
I see it. I
just want to make sure my screen
was talking.
Okay, I just want to make my screen sharing. So now I'm going to open this folder, health consultations. Oops, I just lost it. I'm going to open this folder. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to look at all these protocols. Look at this: heavy metal detox protocol, Lyme protocol, Hashimoto's, pregnancy, Alzheimer's, diabetes, autism. Basis of illness is the very first one. Basis of illness covers everything. Let's take a look at that. This goes over all the things she just asked. All illnesses are from pathogens taking over the body. Avoid things that feed all pathogens. Pathogens are bugs, bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Eat things which kill pathogens. These 4 things feed all pathogens. Metals, chemicals, adrenaline, and then foods. And there it is, eggs. And I'm going to add in here, especially, I'm actually going to add something in here. I'm going to edit this. Avoid meat, especially pork. Pork is very fat and it's filled with parasites. So there it is. Oh, what happened? I think something went into the wrong one. Okay, so basis of illness tells you all the things. How to alleviate, 5 steps. Okay, eat foods that detox. The ULT plus spirulina detoxes metal. Like it basically eliminates metals. Chemicals, the biomedic. Reduce adrenaline, apothecary. Avoid foods above. And then kill pathogens. Barley green juice kills pathogens. I mean, all of it does, but just like keeping it simple, right? Let's also say detox metals, ULT, spirulina, and fulvic zeolite. And then also the ionic elements. Barley green juice, Virusure. That Virusure has oregano oil in it. So Virusure is also something that can kill pathogens. Super cleanser. I'll put that in small because it's in the ULT, okay? So is the barley green juice. That's also in the ULT. The spirulina is in the ULT. Some of these things are already in there. Biomedics obviously in the ULT, but maybe I will put this in caps just so people know. And spelled with just no E there. And then it says what to eat. Seaweed, spirulina, cilantro, wild blueberries, bananas, all fruit, all veggies. Okay. Oh, I put, oh, and in the foods to avoid, it also says all vinegar, dairy, coffee, chocolate, caffeine, alcohol, refined sugar. Okay. And then we could also add in corn, soy, not all soy, but like, you know, like organic. I'm okay with like organic soy, but you know, corn, soy, gluten. I can't believe this is not in here. I don't know how I missed that, but gluten should be like at the top. Okay. Eggs, gluten. Ideally avoid all meat, especially pork, all vinegar. I didn't put dairy. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm going to put that with eggs and dairy. Okay. Just to kind of clean this up a little bit. There. Okay, you've got a complete list. Eat foods that detox. Here's what detox is. Okay, here's eat the seaweed, eat all these things. Poor digestion, acid reflux, add in aloe vera juice, celery juice on an empty stomach. If illness is very high, one should add in zinc aid. And this has, our zinc aid has vitamin C, A, D, and E in it as well. That's why it says aid. And other herbs, Vermigy.com has the best B12 and non-alcohol tinctures. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Is that helpful? You can literally just send this to her, Heather. You can just go share.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that helps a lot. I wish I had that last night when my fiance was like drilling me about what to eat and what not to eat.
Yeah, you can text that to him. Just text that to him this morning. Okay,
Yeah.
here's something about, I want you guys to know this here. Biomedic. People get worried about Biomedic. Does Biomedic have gluten? I just want you to know that's all here. Okay. The answer to that is here. Detox symptoms. Here's a Google sheet with detox symptoms. Here's mold. Here, this one's about mold. This is all about like, you know, what to do about mold. This is my friend Michelle Ricci talking there. And then here I say about water ion. This water, avoid water ionizers. This is what this whole thing says. Okay. Water machines that put electricity through water kills the water. So even if it alkalizes it, now has turned the water into dead water. Just like boiling water kills water. There's a reason why I always say to drink lemon water with unboiled water in the morning, because it's living and therefore hydrating. Unboiled.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. If you're going to alkalize water, then you are trading in living for alkalinity. Now you have alkaline dead water. If you do decide to drink alkaline water, make sure you don't drink it before or after eating, at least a half hour before or after, or it will interfere with digestion because digestion requires acidity. So
We were using an alkalizer for many, many years. The ISS, I didn't know this at all.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really, 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 really good information because I get a few people talking about I think the Kangen water alkalizing stuff. And I remember when I was living in Oregon, this amazing, awesome, like it was called Rossum, which is like it was like a smoothie joint. But she was would offer that water, and I suppose it's good for some people, but to me, just the vibration, it was just different for my body, and it just like did not stay down, and I'm just like intuitively
You're very
like,
aware.
right.
I mean, you're like very in tune with your body.
Yeah. And
it's not raw.
Spring water.
It's not raw once it's been
water.
electrocuted. Once it's been electrolyzed, it's not raw. So it's funny that it's called raw.
Yeah, water is so live and so holding memory, and you know, besides like talking to our water is a big deal, but the living water is necessary for living cells.
The irony, right? So this is very much medical medium information right here. The other thing is that the element, here, I'm going to edit this too and just put one more thing in.
Green Valley water, that's what we get. Green Valley spring water to our door.
That's the best.
Yeah. And you can get it in the store as well. That's the one I get. It's expensive, but.
Also the metal element, which touches the water to electrolyze it. It is like made of titanium, molybdenum steel or whatever, titanium steel, but it eventually corrodes. And then now you're getting water. Now you're getting metals in your water. Okay. So let's continue. Medical medium addresses MLM companies that feel they often push the product for the money and overlook the integrity of the product. But don't be impacted by that because we know that Purium is pure and has the same quality and values that MM stands for, medical medium. All good companies with a good product have a good model with network marketing. The 4 important aspects of the products medical medium promotes are the same that we have as Purium. Third-party lab testing, no fillers, organic, non-GMO, etc., no allergens or unhealthy ingredients. Here's medical medium's info about water machines. So you can learn about that and you can decide for yourself. So there's the video, right? So the video is actually in here. You go here if you want to watch medical mediums talk on it. It's right there. Some people just, you know, aren't 100% medical medium, or they totally are against medical medium. My boyfriend hates medical medium. I don't know why, but you know, his information has saved lives. So I promote it, but it's also an individual path. And so don't push it on people. If people aren't into him, it's all cool. If you're not into him, that's fine. Find your own information. This is just what I've found helps. This is the information that I go by because I've helped help people with it. Here's a list to avoid if pregnant. So if you're like, what do we do about moms? Right? We should have like a whole folder about pregnancy, but always consult with a professional if you have concerns. But so we're going to avoid virus shear that has oregano oil in it. We're going to avoid super cleanser herbs. So here's some things that are surprising. But there's your list, okay? So go by that list. Look at this first if you're talking to somebody who's pregnant. So there's health consultations. This is a great folder, yeah? Packed with information.
Yes.
It's great because over the last couple months, we've been slowly going through this entire Team Alchemy resources guide. And so your guides are getting to know what's in here. Here's something you may not. Here's Alchemy Health and Business School. If you guys want to take the school and you want to get a certificate of completion, here are the courses. It's 12 modules, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11, 12. Oh, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, how do I have so many? Oh, because there's the intrude and then there's the gratitude. And then, okay, so yeah, so this includes some of the power hours we're actually working. But anything that says class, the power hours are sort of like the in-between work parties where we also integrate the information. Okay, so there's essentially 12 modules here. I don't know where the class 12 is, I have to find it. But I even talk about NLP here. So if you want to learn a little bit of NLP, here's an example. If you want to learn about iridology, here's some stuff about iridology. Here's one about manifesting. I go into detail about diabetes. So you can see, you can like look at the topics. You can just click open the video and just read about it and see what it is. So Alchemy Health and Business School, once you've completed, just tell me and I'll send you a certificate. It's all gentlemen's, women's, what do we call it? Ladies honor. It's all Scouts honor. Okay, I trust you. If you say you've like finished, you've completed, then I will believe you and then I'll give you a certificate of completion. This was like
Thanks for the pregnancy list. I got my girlfriend who just came back from Thailand, and she's like 4 months pregnant or something like that and having a really lonely time. So
so the Alchemy Health and Business School has that little icon that's a book because you're a student, right? So just so you can understand why we've got these different they're all helpful. And so that's it. And then under manifest and mindset is the transcovery document. This is how, if you want to transcover each other and you want to use a script, here it is. And so this is really fun. I always love transcovering. So that's in the manifest and mindset document. I didn't know where else to put it. I just try to organize according to some method. I try to organize this stuff as best as possible, but we're still learning. And if you want to have a booth, here's an event booth set up. So this is like in detail what to have at a booth. If you go into here, there's a checklist of what you need at a booth. You want to make sure you have a binder with testimonials so you can print that out. There's a PDF you can print out with the testimonials. And then these are the different sheets you want to have. And then all those things are in here. So here's all the documents you're going to have. The sign up, the binder for transformation, the basis of illness, the anatomy of a consultation. This is important. This tells you like how to actually conduct a consultation when you're at a booth because you're doing a little health consultation. And so you can like read through this. Okay. I'm not going to go through it now. I just want you guys to know this is here so you know how to find it. Here's an order form. Okay. Some people you might not have a computer with you. So you want to print these out and then this is where you're going to take all their information. Right? Customer's name, interest, promotion, cell phone number, email, shipping address, order date. And you're going to need to get their credit card information, which is down here. Okay, you're going to need to have their billing address if different from their shipping. So you're going to need a shipping address and a billing address, and then all their information right here. So if they trust you, if you feel safe and they trust you with that, you can write this all down, tell them you'll shred it after. Okay, so that's that. You can print out all these things. This is a picture of the booth I had when I met Heather. Heather, this is the booth I had when I actually hung out with your mom. Maybe you weren't there, but like I hung out with your mom at the for like a good hour.
It was at Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was there. I was just busy.
But you just weren't here.
The whole thing.
Right, you just weren't here at this booth. But yeah.
I know. I'm bummed I actually didn't get a chance to visit any of the booths that time.
You're so busy. But yeah, here's an example. This sign, free health consultations, does magic. This list was full. The sign up list was completely full. We were booked all day long.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in Venice Beach.
Perfect.
Starting next weekend. We're going to be there Sunday. So
Beautiful.
He's going to do the martial arts and I'm going to go out and start.
So you make sure you have something that tells them, you have to tell people what to do. So I say, sign up here, tell them what to do, get a couple chalkboards, sign up here. I got pencils and pens, got my chalk for the chalkboard, my little plants and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and oops, I wanted to go back into the folder. Event booth setup. Here it is again. And I wanted to show you the basis, or sorry, the I think event health consultation. So this is a health consultation. This is great because this is and you can always say I graduated from, you know, Alchemy Health and Business School. You know what I mean? You can say like my mentor's a regenerative health practitioner. So you're not certified in anything here specifically, but you know, you have been studying regenerative health. So you can be a scholar of nutrition, that's fair to say. So long story short is this is very benign. I stick with this, with the acronyms swiped. I'm not asking them, do you have diabetes? I'm not asking them stuff like that. I'm just saying sleep, skin, weight, inflammation, pain, energy, emotions, digestion, because we're allowed to, right? S, W, I, P, E, D. There it is, swipe. So you're allowed to ask these questions. You're allowed to, like, this is not gonna cause any kind of lawsuit right there. Okay. And then I asked them about their lifestyles. How are your cravings? What do you crave? Habits I'd like help with. Do you exercise? So this is like a connect call, only they do all this stuff for you. Have you been exposed to mold, metals, glyphosate, toxins? This is just planting seeds. It's just letting them know they need to detox. Look, circle all that you have been exposed to or use daily. Fabric softener, colored dish soap, perfume, fragrant laundry soap, non-biodegradable household products, new carpeting, new car, new household products. Oh, really? You do? Well, then you need a detox, right? Anyone who's been exposed to all this stuff, like, trust me, you need to detox. Okay, let's do this. And then this says for office use only. This is for you to take notes if you want to about all their stuff, and then what you're suggesting to them. Any additional supplements you want to suggest to them. Okay. So oops. So you can print out a bunch of these, and I have them fill it out. And then that makes the consultation so much faster because I just know exactly where to go. I know where to zero in on when I talk to them. I take them behind the booth. Because you said you're going to do this, Sri, I decided to just go ahead and talk about this. You're going to take them behind the booth. See how I have a rug back here behind the booth? I have a rug and 2 chairs set up on the other side. And there's an umbrella up here that's creating shade. So I take them behind the booth. Once it's their appointment time, I treat it like there's a wall here, and I take them behind the booth. I do not sit there and talk to people standing at the table. I'm a professional. I'm doing a consultation. If they want to take 15 minutes of my time, they got to sit down. So I don't talk to them at the table. I go, oh, yeah, sure. Would you like to sign up? Okay, here, sign up for your time. Come back at that time. When they come, or even if I'm empty and it's free, and it's here, instead of them, I say, fill this out and come sit down. I don't just talk to them at the table. I go, fill this out. I go, fill this out and then come sit down. I say, I hand it to them. I go, here, fill this out. We can sit down and have a little consultation. I say, would you like a consultation? Yes. Okay, here, fill this out and then come sit down. I don't talk to them standing here at the booth. If there's 2 of you, one of you can sit at the booth behind, and the other person's just bringing people in and just having them fill these out. And you just divide up the people between you who gets who. When I was this was the very first booth I ever did that was successful. It was because of this sign, free health consultations. And because I did it like this, I actually sold a few packs at this booth. And I've never done that before at any booth. So I knew I had a vision the night before, or I had a vision like a week before. I need to start doing booths and I need to offer free consultations.
I love you, that's right.
I was just really clear about everything I needed. And I visualized Kuan Yin and a white table and lots of white. And I just was like, oh, this is what I need to do. Right. And so then all of a sudden I got invited to this event, Wonderland. I go, oh my God, I just had a vision of a booth. So this is perfect. Yes, I'll say yes. And so I just did it. And it was successful. It was the first time I ever sold product at an event, because I've done booths before and I'd given up on booths. I'm like, no one sells anything at a booth. You sell things the next day. You sell things later down the road because this is only one exposure. But trust me, this process is gold. right here. This gives a lot of value. It really treats them with respect. It treats your person with respect. You're like, I'm not going to sit here and talk to you over the table. I have dignity, and I'm going to give you an honorable amount of my time because you matter. If you sit a person down behind the booth, you're telling them they matter. You're giving them a message that they matter, that they're worth talking to, and that you care. Just listening to them is going to be amazing. Just listening to them is like transformative. Okay. I just got a call. Okay, so that's it for you guys. Was that helpful?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
that was
you. That was
great.
very helpful.
Okay, good. What were your takeaways?
I love just being navigated through the team alchemy stuff, so I can know where to go and what to look at. And I
Hey.
really do want to get your course. I love that it had you give a certificate for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the only reason I can't certify people is because it's like a whole process to get board certification. That's like a whole other ball game. So if you want to get certified in regenerative health, to go to Carrie Drink Wine School, but it's definitely complex if you do, and it's not necessary because you guys got all the information right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Sheree, did you want to say something? Thank you.
Oh,
You're off mute.
the takeaway. No. Yeah. Just the takeaways of. Really liked how you talked about the detox, the information that you showed us, because there's a lot of information and I didn't know that was there. And I just did a shot here to get the pictures, but I'm gonna post those, like about the water, on Facebook and how it's not really good. Because I know a lot of people use electric water purifiers and stuff, and I didn't really realize that. And then I liked another takeaway is just
Can I ask you a question? I'm just curious. What picture would you post on Facebook with that information?
I would probably write up something about like the information that you just showed us and write something about like look at that and then write about it.
I would prefer, if you don't mind, not taking a picture of this information that's on our boards. If you want to copy and paste it, the thing is like also you're going to get a lot of people who are going to give you pushback, so just be prepared for conversations. And you can offer the medical medium leap, they'll still argue against it. So just know that it's controversial.
Oh, okay.
It's controversial.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking maybe I shouldn't, because I was thinking about my aunt and people like that they spent thousands of dollars putting in these electric. So I'm thinking, maybe I won't do that, but I did like what you mentioned, the other one about detoxing and what foods to eat and what things to detox. It's like all right there. And I thought, wow, I took a picture of that one, and that would be really good to like just show people like the eggs are not good, but that's
And
also,
why.
I know a lot of people that eat eggs as well, though.
Yeah.
So
they'll argue, they'll give you science, they'll give you, articles, they'll whatever, people who knows.
but maybe I shouldn't. Yeah.
You can start the conversation if you want. You can, some people will argue, but some people will be supported by the information and be like, oh, thank you.
No, you're right. Maybe just put like spirulina or something on there because you're right. I have a lot of friends that are carnivores and stuff from trying to do carnivore on Facebook. So, and they think eggs are the best because they have all the nutrients. They always say eggs are the best because they have all the nutrients. So there's a lot of people,
all the nutrients for pathogens and little critters.
Yeah, so thank you for that, because now I have to think about it, and not just jump into it and say, hey, this is something to, inform people, but really it's not, because I could get a lot of people, like pushing them away actually. So
yeah,
thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I love that you're always willing to educate and, try to support your audience. And I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, definitely still be you.
Yeah, but you're right, though. It is important to really think about it. And if it's going to affect a lot of people in the pushback, because there is pushbacks on
Yeah.
certain things.
I've definitely gone live and just talked and ripped keto apart. I have had no problem ripping apart keto. I've just been like very, very bold with that. And people haven't said
Do
anything.
you have an info video on the whole like keto transformations? Because I've gotten a few people on like, oh, doing the keto and this and that, and being able to give a response on, hey, are you familiar with this kind of information? On obviously you mentioned, Rachel, that you've helped a lot of people have come back to you who have
Yeah.
gone through the
I
keto
have
and
a
then actually
friend,
got more weight back.
I have a few people who've come to me and after doing keto, they blimped out. They like suddenly got inflamed and blimped out. Like it helped them in the beginning and then later they felt like crap and then they get sick. I had one woman, she was on keto for 4 years. And then after that, she just suddenly she gained 60 pounds, has the worst inflammation and pain of her life. You totally can't even recognize her. And I was like, oh my God, like it just destroyed her health. And so I have another friend like that who's actually a friend of mine in Felicia's who I've been watching. She's a good friend of mine. She was interested in doing Purium as a business, but then during COVID, but then she was like, but then her other business took off. But then at the same time, she was also saying, well, I don't know, because I'm so keto. Like, I don't know if can this support keto. And I was like, well, and she's like, it's really working for me. I was, that's great. And so I just told myself, well, I'll talk to her when it stops working for her. She'll come back to me. And now she's at that point. I've seen her pictures. She's really gained a ton of weight. And you can't do keto forever. It doesn't work forever. Like at a certain point, your body can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, it's to redo the whole gut, and I did it for a year just to like redo everything, but I don't believe to do it like all like
The only
some
thing it
people.
does is keeps you from off the processed sugar. It makes you stop eating things that are bad for you other than fat, right? It makes you stop eating all the other things. And that's why there's some relief with it. But then people attribute it to being keto and the fat rather than being the fact that they're like taking out everything else and then they're starving their bodies. They're starving their bodies in order for their body to burn fat, because when you starve your body, it causes adrenaline, right? Your norepinephrine kicks in to burn down the fat. And so then there's this high people get off of all the fat and meat. And it's really their bodies also working really hard to burn these, but eventually your adrenals burn out and you don't have any more norepinephrine. You hardly have any adrenal fluid left to go break down all that fat. And then that's why people gain weight. Now you've got a sluggish liver, and now you're lacking nutrients because you've been depriving yourself of a lot of fruits and vegetables for so long.
Yeah, the reason why I stopped doing the carnivore diet is because every time I get the blood test, my cholesterol kept going up, and they're like, how are you doing it? Because it was like 360. I was like, oh my gosh. And then my kidney just started kind of weird stuff going. So I was like, there's just no way I can't do it, because it really is hard on the kidneys as well.
So wait, what was it? What was the number that went up? Your cholesterol, did you say?
Yeah, and then the carnivore doctors, that I was watching on Facebook were all saying, no, it's good. That's a lie. You're supposed to have your cholesterol go way up. But then I was like, it doesn't seem right. And then
Well,
the
here's the
kidney,
thing.
I had a
Here's the argument for cholesterol. Cholesterol is alkaline, so your body produces a lot of cholesterol to combat the acidity of meat. So yes, your cholesterol, you do need high cholesterol in order to your body to alkalize your body, because that's alkalizing, right? Cholesterol is alkaline. And it says this in the Alchemy Business School. You'll learn Alchemy Health and Business School. But yeah, the cholesterol is needed to buffer the acidity of the body when you're eating that much acidity.
Yeah, because when I was on carnivore, I did it and it went all the way to 360. Then we went to Kauai and I went on a juice fasting, just greens for like 2 weeks. And I got it all the way down within 2 weeks to like 202, I think it was. It's amazing what you could do with just the greens.
Yeah, totally. And just check this out, just because I saw Glennon's comment. He said top feeder of heart disease, meaning cholesterol. Well, here's really what the feeder of heart disease is, that your body also starts putting calcium in the blood. It takes calcium out of your bones and puts it in the blood, because calcium is also alkaline. So calcium's alkalizing, and that alkalizing of the calcium is also helpful for the blood. But guess what? Calcium starts to clog up the arteries, starts to clog up the valves, and that's how people end up with heart attacks. Is because they're so acidic from the meat, and then their body's like trying to create alkalinity, and then that the calcium builds up after a while, to buffer to protect the blood, and then pretty soon you've got a heart attack. That's heart disease right there for you. All right, so so this is great. Thank you, Shri. I really appreciate your feedback. And this is an important conversation about keto. It's definitely a worthwhile having one. And I love you guys. Thanks for being here on Memorial Day. I have to get on a Connect call.
Thank you.
For Felicia right now.
Have a good day. Happy
Okay, love you
Memorial.
guys. I'm gonna just go ahead and mute. You guys can keep talking.